Hey there, Heather Boyd here. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you how I draw my comics. Now, I used to make 4-panel photo comics and share them on Instagram. I'll link up the comics on Instagram below, and I put them together in a book. So I do have this book that I will also link up below that has a bunch of the older 4-panel comics. And I did this for quite a few years, and then quite a few months ago, I decided I was a little sick of taking selfies for the comics, so I decided to hand draw them. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I do this and how I superimpose the text with Canva. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I use the Ohuhu alcohol-based dual tip markers and also the Copic markers, which are also dual tip. And then, of course, I have my Micron pens in many different widths. I use the Ohuhu Bristol paper. I have a book of it. I cut it into a square and do 4 panels. I first draw out the comic in pencil and then trace it with the Micron pens. So I just go around the outlines and take my time with it using different widths of pens. And the drawing style is very simple line drawings. I've been drawing like this for a long time. I used to draw a lot of hand-drawn comics, and then I got into the photo comics, and now I'm back to the hand-drawn comics. I try to keep the backgrounds pretty simple. Focus is on the figures. So I just have a few little rectangles in the back, and then I'm going to go on to the last panel, and you'll see how I crop it after, so I'm not too worried about them being perfectly in the frame. I draw the face. I just sped it up a little bit so you can see. This is very typical of the kind of figures that I draw, super simple. Draw out the little hoodie. Very simple. The Micron pens are really great. I've tried Sharpies, but they're a little too thick. So then I just do the little graphic on the t-shirt, outlining the letters. And then I usually put myself in a black t-shirt, so I'll color it in after. And we'll do the other little figures. Sometimes the style varies a little bit. This was actually based on a meme I thought was funny with the figures looking back. Just make it my own. And then I use the Copic markers. Those are the ones I had purchased first, just to do a little bit of shading. I have 3 different colors of those. One of them I actually ran out because I used it so much. So that's why I bought the Ohuhu ones after. And just very simple, gentle shading in the back, just to give it a little bit of interest. And now I have the other markers. I have different tones of them. I got a package of all the gray tones. I don't usually do any color. Sometimes I'll do one thing in color just for a little bit of punch. And then to color in the shirt, I just use the 0.8 size marker and I color it in. So that one's a little bit thicker, so the ink goes down a little faster. And I'm just going around the outside of the letters on the t-shirt. And I like the contrast of the pure black with the grays. Usually I do more of a kind of a hatching style. This one I colored it in a little bit more. And then I'm going to go back with the other markers to do some more shading and give it a little bit of variety. I like the plaid shirt actually. It's pretty cute, pretty simple. And we'll just give her a little bit of color, or not color, more shading in her outfit. I'm doing some black. This is more the hatching style, just with little lines. I like the contrast of the black with the gray. And then I did a little bit more detail in her pants, just over top of the other marker. Little pockets. Super simple. And a little bit of shading on my pants. I used to do fashion drawing when I lived in Toronto many years ago and use this type of marker, and they're really fun to build up layers. And then I go in after it's dry and erase all my pencil line, and that makes it look much more professional. So that's my finished drawing, and then I scan it on the computer. So we'll just give it a little scan. It'll go to my desktop. And then once it's scanned, I'm going to bring it into Canva and add all the text. So these are all my comics on my Canva, and I can cut and paste the text and rearrange it and all that type of thing. So I just duplicated an old project, deleted the photos, the drawings from that old project, and then I'm going to import the new image. And before I divide it up, I'm going to edit it. So I usually make it brighter, like by 20, and then do the contrast up by 15, and then I do the sharpness by about 10 or something like that. So whatever you think looks good. We just want it a little brighter, a little more contrasty, and a little sharper. And I duplicated it 3 times, so I have 4 images. So I could just divide it into those 4 images to place them properly within the frames, because I've already got my frames set up on Canva in the square. So we are going to arrange them, and then I'm going to cut and paste the text that I have in my notes and arrange it. If I have a speech bubble, I'll put them in the speech bubble, but for this one I just put them at the top. But there's all kinds of different speech bubbles and thought bubbles that you can get on Canva. I have Canva Pro, so there's all kinds of different fun things you can use and apps and stuff. And then I added a little thought bubble and then some text in the thought bubble to complete the comic. And they also have my little signature that I put at the bottom too, and I can reuse that every time. So we have awkward and weird. Super fun. I just have fun with these. They're storytelling kind of comics. They're not necessarily funny. And then I save it. And then after that, I'd post it on Instagram and on Facebook. And there's a finished comic.